Happy Liberty Weekend with the hockey coach Renshi directly for the beautiful country of Thailand on amazing great Sunday night, August 31st. Last couple hours of the month of August, and that will be over. And we're going to knock the month of the September tomorrow morning, September 1st and 2025. That's what happening in September. What? The hockey is back. And I can wait to talk about more hockey, more things going happening this week, guys. First of all, we'll be back tomorrow. No Labor Day for me. We work every single day. And we're going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens. A little bit the preview of the season, but just a little bit. Why? Because Tuesday night, we're going to launch the new show, the new season of the Hockey Nation. We're going to tell you exactly what it looked like for the upcoming season. And then finally, to Wednesday night, Marco Larabie and Frank are back together to talk about the new show, but also, of course, the preview of the Montreal Canadiens for upcoming season. So this is the show not missing is Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, I'm be alone. Saturday, we're still off. Back again Sunday next week. Take a note, we have two new guests. It's coming in September. I cannot tell you exactly who they are yet, but one of them is really famous about the prospect, but he does all the interview with all the prospect in NHL. I cannot tell you who he is right now, but this is a huge news for me. And we applied for orders yesterday, so we're going to see what it looked like. What we got tonight, guys, is this one. The Carey Price, the end with the Montreal Canadiens. He's going to be traded or not? That will be the big subject of the show tonight at the Hockey Nation. And we'll see if this could happen. So we have a conversation about the Montreal Canadiens, the Carey Price, and the NHL. But I would like to start my show with all my highlights of the show. And go from right there. Then I'm going to welcome all of you. And of course, don't forget, guys, to click on the like if you don't mind. That'd be great. My highlights of the show tonight is about Player Love Montreal. The last couple of years, many times we heard not many players want to play in Montreal because it's cold, the winter is not good, the tax is not good, and it was all negative. It's changed with the last couple of years. Is it Jeff Gordon, Ken Hughes, Martin St. Louis, Geoff Molson? I don't know who. But one thing we know now is the Montreal Canadiens players love to play with the Montreal first. They love to stay in Montreal. Third, many of them stay in Montreal during the summer. It's rare, but that's happening now with the new players with the Montreal. How many times? Nick Suzuki for the last 6 years is in Montreal. Never leave Montreal during summer. Yeah, he go left and right, but most of his time is in Montreal. 2 years ago, Cole Caulfield was permanently in Montreal with Nick Suzuki. And then you have Patrick Laine this summer, stay here. Evan Demidov, stay here. We have many other players, guys. Caden Cooley, not this year, but the year before that, during the summer, he stayed most of his time in Montreal. And this is a new wave, what's going on, and new vibes, what's going on, not only in Montreal, but around the league, about Montreal become maybe one of the best destinations. First, the culture. Second, the way they treat their players. Third, it's what it look like the Montreal Canadiens now. The future is bright for them with many, many great young prospects around the team. And the philosophy of Martin St. Louis behind the bench make maybe another impact for the player who want to play Montreal. We still have the tax, we still have the weather, we still have many things, pressure, media, but the players are a little bit more understanding that, and they may be jumping to have an opportunity to play with Montreal. They will do it. And this is a new influence around the Montreal Canadiens, and this is a benefit for the Montreal Canadiens and, of course, for the fans to hear that and to know now Montreal become a destination now around the NHL. And this is the good news for the future. At some point when we have to sign UFA, then we have to sign for the player have no clause inside of the contract. And this is going to be more benefit and more positive at long term for the Montreal Canadiens. And we have to give credit maybe at Hugo or Martin St. Louis or the organization overall for the Montreal. But that was my highlights today. And I just want to share it with you. I think this is a really good way for the Montreal Canadiens to attract players now, the way they build that team. And I'm getting excited. Me, it's September. It's Monday morning. So I'm getting excited about the upcoming season. Thanks to everybody to be a part of the show. We have PLW Knock the Door. We have Mac Elliott, Billy, Jordan, Gary Conroy, Audrey Calabro, Maurice Robillard. Have a good trip, Maurice. We have many others that I cannot see all the way. PLW Jungle Coach, Fox Bet of the Night. Félix Auger to win over André Rublev. Interesting about that. I don't know what, honestly, I apologize, PLW, but I don't know what is the rank of Rublev. I look like he's another Russian player. I know FAA beat number 3. Roger Bouchard is in the house. Tenderman is in the house. Triple W is in the house. Claude Richard from Ottawa is in the house. PS Knock the Door. And many others. Run with Kings Moderator. And are all here tonight. Schneider, Keep It Right to Sabotage, Jays, Pat Pudding, and Hoffman. I talk about the Blue Jays for Mark. Welcome back also, Mark, about this. Try to pick it up, PLW here. Golden mentioned about the tax is so much walk around they have here in Montreal, so tax are not an issue. Good point to hear that. Glad to hear that for sure. PLW, yes sir, Triple W. And that's all for my headlines of what happening tonight. I'm going to rock and roll this show tonight. You have many things to talk about. There are many other things we can sharing together. I'm fired up. It will be 1 week. Tomorrow, I move on my jungle. And first time last night, sleep until 5 o'clock. I didn't hear nothing. I dream. And I sleep on the good side. I switch the side. Maybe it's this, I don't know. But it was like I worked 3 hours outside yesterday. I cut all the grass on to make a bigger visitable land. Anyhow, so I'm fired up right now. I'm glad to see all of you. I look like the lights all pop up right there. So I'm glad to see this. About this, we got the NHL news right here to talk about. We have also Julien is in the house tonight. Thanks everybody. I appreciate that. Number 1, cheese are out in Montreal. They are over the place, ready to go and for free. I think Thailand would be a great destination for that one. But we'll see what's happening for this one. But here you go. NHL news, not much. No signature, no trade. It's still quiet. The media tried to pick up some news left and right. And yeah. And by the way, don't forget, guys, to join our Discord for the with us. And then you can join the Hockey Fantasy ESPN by the Hockey Nation. This is our 5th season. We may say maybe 3 manager, I believe. If you want to join us, send me an email at coach@coachrenchi.com. And that's all I want to talk about. The Florida Panthers first. It was not big news. It was a bit not announced a lot on the NHL side. But they have departure over there. And it's Matt Cadwell with Scott Thornton, ex-player with the Boston Bruins, Scott Thornton. Cadwell, he was the CEO for the last 10 years with the Florida Panthers. I think he showed up in 2014. I have an opportunity to meet him a couple of times, talk a little bit, but I got an interview at some point with the team. And that time, honestly, I passed two interviews, and the last one was about 3 hours with Scott Thornton, Ed Janowski, to become the director of the hockey development players for the youth trial program. Anyhow, my story behind that is Catwell turned around that team. From I saw things in Florida where you cannot believe it. Nobody understand, and the building, the hockey was bad. Uh, it was not looking good. Of course, the product, the team have to be good to have more people. We understand that, but still, the way he built the hockey program in the South Florida, and same thing happening with the Tampa Bay Lightning. But Catwell is the really the heart of everything. Yes, Bill Zito built the business operation, hockey operation, but Catwell run the business operation. He did an amazing, great job. That said, he signed a new deal with the NBA, with the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Minnesota Lynx and WNBA, a deal of 10 years contract he got from Alex Rodriguez and his another partner. Really impressive about that. I just want sharing this because they're going to be fine. I heard about Viola on the weekend, but still, Catwell was a great man behind the Panthers. My next news about Minnesota. In the last 40 hours, and we talk about this during summer, and I said Kaprizov is going to have maybe the third, second, or the top highest salary cap in NHL. I feel that way. And then last week, I think it was last week, with Sportsology, Ross came here. He was expect $12 million, and that's okay with me. And what we heard yesterday or the day before, it looked like the Minnesota Wild are willing to pay $16 million to Kaprizov. Oof, this is a lot of money on the table right there. Marco Larrabee is in the house. Welcome back, Marco. Marco will be with us Wednesday night with Frank. We're going to be launching his new show, and he's going to do with me the prediction of the Montreal Canadiens. An overview what we do every month of September. I have all the stats or all the prediction from last year, Marco. We're going to do that presentation at the beginning, and then we're going to give the new one for the upcoming. So 14, 15 million for the Wild. Gary Coney does Kaprizov work that much? I don't think so. Paul G is in the house. Welcome, everybody. Thanks again. If I miss you guys, I apologize. Just sharing. Don't forget to click on the likes. Really kind all of you to be with me on this great Sunday night Liberty weekend. Here we go. The next is about the New Jersey Devils. The Devils and Luke Hughes impasse negotiation. Now, take a note about this. When I said that is about the team and the players' agent is quiet. They are no disagreement, or they are not one to hate each other, but yeah, nothing's going on. We know he's a RFA like Mason McDavid and Connor Zary, but I bet they would like to get that contract done and move on. And we don't see any problem, but we expect, and I talked with Jim about that, and he expect this could happen the next couple of weeks. But this is another news around the NHL. They try to figure out what happened with Mason McDavid and a couple of RFA. KSR with the Chicago Blackhawks. That's another one. So, but we'll see what happening. We are not, when it's so much wishful thinking by so many podcasters. Mr. Roger back in the house. Welcome back, Roger. Hopefully you're doing well. A new crazy trait rumor about every day. And thank you so much, everybody. And my next is about the Olympics. Two goaltender Montreal Canadiens. First, Jacob Tobesh. He tried to make the team Czechia. That would be excellent and a great experience if he can make it. He's still there. He's still on that team, could make it. It's not confirmed. But Tobesh, more mature, I would say to you. We saw a couple interviews the last couple of days. He passed many weeks in Montreal during summer. And this is going to be our backup number 2, I believe, for the upcoming season. The kid from Ohio State need to be ready to play a minimum, I believe, for me, 28 to 32 games with all the back-to-back games. That will be very interesting what it will look like, the performance of the Tobesh for the upcoming season. Look, it was pretty good overall last year. He started with a great start with the Montreal Canadiens, beat Vegas, Colorado, Florida Panthers, but still, this is a team. This is a goaltender. Have to prove it again. He had nothing. He proved anything yet to say this is guaranteed yet. You need to fight for the spot, like he said. He need to be ready for upcoming season. Now he have a better understanding about the NHL now, and we're going to see what he look like between the pipe. Look like he's going to be between the pipe. Who would be the Czechia number 1? That's a good one. Honestly, it's not coming in my head right now. I apologize completely. I will find out. I don't like to not give us a great information. I don't have that information. Anyhow, Montembeault want to prove it. Montembeault is, many of them, a lot of fans, hockey world fans, think he's get it because he's a French-Canadian guy, blah, blah, blah. Look, I think Montembeault is get better. Doug Armstrong, for the GM of the Team Canada, he said, we still don't know who's going to be number 1. I thought Bennington would be look out for the upcoming Team Canada with his performance at the Four Nations. But from Doug Armstrong, nothing is guaranteed. They're going to look around all year long until they select all the roster for the upcoming Olympic Winter game. But still, Bennington and Montembeault, you have Thompson around them too, Blackwood. They're going to fight for the spot, and we have to see. So Montembeault said on an interview, he needs to prove it. He deserves to be with the Team Canada. It would be a great experience for them too, for that. Dostal is the guys they was talking about for that one. Thank PLW about that. Here we go. PLW, look about this part. So Lucas Dostal. Here we go. Thanks again. I'm not perfect. That's a great example right there. I don't know everything. I need to get better, but I'm going to get there. And let's talk about the ex-Montreal Canadian players. KHL, Cal Chinook, the captain of our team, and the coach is dad. This is the first time in the last 7 years, I believe, Cal Chinook is going to play for the same team back-to-back year. And his dad got the job during the summer. And then he announced his son to be the captain of his team. We know the story of his dad with Cal Chinook in Montreal. And now they are back again together. And we'll see what he looked like for that one. Yeah, PLW, you're right about Thompson. Ozil Murphy is in the house. Thanks, everybody. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. And that's how we got for the NHL news. let's move on for the next one. Of course, before we move on the next one, starting in September, you're going to have a full month of prediction and projection all the way in the month of September. Yeah, only 23 days, coach. Yes, but I'm going to make more. So I just want to give you an idea how I do that. And then you're going to see what it look like, honestly, for that part over there. So news for the Montreal Canadiens. And what I was talking about, guys, is this part. First, not tonight. Don't give me right now your prediction. That's not what I'm going to do. But I'm going to make some kind of graphic like that. Next game, you're going to see his last 5 years, his number, the point, 41, 61, 66, 37, 89. And then we're going to ask you during the month, over or under for Nick Suzuki. That's what happening, guys, during the month. Then we're going to have another time. We're going to do a prediction of the Nick Suzuki for his season. Number the goal and number the point. All this is coming, guys, for the month of September. And I did all the graphic like that for all the players for the Montreal Canadiens. Some, of course, prospect like Kapanen, Beck, and others. But that will give you an idea, guys. That's what I do when I don't do the show. I don't do any video in the morning, or I don't do a show in the morning. I work from 5 to 10, and I do all the graphic by myself. I'm the one wear many hats inside of this on this site, on this channel. So that's what is coming, and for the us tonight. That Suzuki graph is a perfect progression, Billy. Yeah, Suzuki 80 points for sure, Gary. You have Volka for Kalchenak. Kalchenak is the picture of kid of a lot of talent, but peanut brain. Yeah, PW, I think you nailed it on that one. Yeah, any other comments about that one over there? I like that. The Amazon, honestly, I've never been to Amazon in Montreal. This club was born after me. I love the Montreal. All right, guys. On the ice, it's easy. They're all back. Most of the Montreal Canadiens players are in town right now. They're still missing a couple, but most of them are back now, and they're going to be on the ice every single day. Hudson, Demidov, Liney lead that group. Suzuki, Montembeault, and Thompson now are back from the Olympic with Caulfield. And then they're going to join the group this week. And they already have Cooley, Doc, Newhook, and everybody else, Boldzuk. So it's fun to hear that. It's fun to watching the, some clip from it's fun people on the X account. And would be interesting. It's coming. The rookie camp, guys, in 12, 13 days, it's coming there. For that, Bush is in the house tonight. Welcome back. And then we have a couple of people talking about this is Click Demidov, nice progression, Guy Assa, Kalchenak, Triple W, and Brassard Gas Station. The kid out to snort. Here we go. Bush again. We have a few, one news, guys, for it's a player, guys, a prospect we don't talk a lot. It's Ben Merrill. Ben Merrill, I believe, was drafted 2 years ago on like 5th, 6th round pick. It's a big giant forward, 6'4", 6'5". He played most of his time last year with the BCHL and with a team is called V's. And what the reason he played there because he was want to go to the route to go to NCAA, and but what happening after that is they have an agreement between the NCAA and the CHL. So that was the reason, like many others, go to the on the BCHL at some point. That's not happening anymore. That said, he's going to join, guys, the Boston University for the upcoming season. So the deal is over now. Ben Merrill is going to be with Boston University for the upcoming season. Good news for the prospect. Well, it's another one going to follow up this summer, this year, and the NCAA. We have a lot of players on the end prospect Montreal Canadiens. The new one, Mooney in Minnesota. We have Miller with the Denver University, and that's going to be joined, already Harris, Edge, Middlestad, already Smith is under the one. I'm pretty sure I missed a couple right there, but this is a great year to watching the NCAA for the upcoming season for the Montreal Canadiens prospect. Coach, do you see Ray Baker making the big club this year? Yes, at some point, yes. The benefit for him, I still believe he should start with the Laval Rocket and then join the Montreal Canadiens. I still believe David Rebacker, but we have to be patient with him. But I agree with that part, Julien. Roy, welcome back in the house. Welcome again, Butcher. And Ben sound like an actor name, Gary Conroy, for that one. Tiger, welcome back in the house, mon ami Tiger, 815. Don't forget everybody to click on the likes. The next one, guys, is about not a big news, but the jersey of Mike Madison will be retired by the midget AAA at the Lac Saint Louis. They celebrate the 50th anniversary years play on the midget AAA. They produce a ton and a ton of the great hockey player play in NHL, the Lac Saint Louis. And one of them is Mike Madison. They're going to retire many others. It's a quick news, not big deal here, but I just want to show you. Francois Pitt is back in the house. Thanks for all the likes we got on this great. Watch a lot of NCAA football over the weekend. Notre Dame and Miami right now. US Open, MLB, Penn and Chase is all the good and the neighborhood. Look, guys, I'm a little bit right now with no TV right down here, so I'm a little bit disconnected about what's going on, but I still follow on the, I can watch on YouTube channel, the news, I follow left and right. But what a great first day in NCAA college football. I don't know players, I don't know coaches, how you know that by checking the ranking and where they start, number 1 to number 8 and 10, 9. And yesterday to see Ohio State beat Texas, number 1. And then first loss at the beginning for Alabama and then South Carolina. It's really a really interesting day in football yesterday. So I just want to share it with you. But again, don't tell me nothing much. The US Open tennis is really great right now. To hear the couple of people from Canada. Fernandez is still on the double. I don't know, she won yesterday, blah, blah. But with William and then FAA Felix is still live play tonight. So like a PLW, I try my best to follow him because PL is everywhere. So I try to pick it up more with him. And thanks everybody to be a part of the show tonight. Don't forget to click on the likes. I don't want to say that way, but it's starting to have some kind of rivalries between Ottawa and the Montreal Canadiens. On the X account, they have a lot between both camps, between the Montreal and Ottawa. Some are not very nice. I like to talk with them, but when they start to bark each other and disrespectful them, I'm out of that. And they have some, and no reason. But the debate, guys, is between Jake Sanderson and Lane Hudson. And I can understand that. Two great hockey players as the defensemen. They're going to be, in my opinion, them, one of the top best defensemen for each team. Sanderson, I believe, was 5th overall pick or 7th overall pick. I think it was 5th overall pick. Son of Jeff Sanderson played with the Hartford Whalers. And Hudson was draft 62 overall pick, but now he could be the top 5, maybe the number 1. But when you look how they play, yes, Hudson played Sanderson play one more year in NHL. Yes, he does not have the same number of the point like Hudson. But one team, the one side they would say yes, but he's more a complete player. He's a better skater. Defensively, is so much better, and he still produces on the offensive side. On the flip side, the Montreal Canadiens would say Hudson is unbelievable, great hand, great vision, great playmaker. He skating edge work is amazing. Fake is one of the best and great hands. And yes, his defensive is not the best, but still prove he deserved to be better at Jake Sanderson. For me, it's two excellent players. It's hard to take only one over another one because they are different at some point. It's all depends what you want to go and what you want to have on your team. But still, I think you're right, Randy. I'm pretty sure we are right, you and me. Sanderson, better straight away speed. Hudson, shifter, more creative. Here we go. That's a good description. Yeah, Mark forgot about him. Francois, this is just a don't pissing contest. But it's not a what it's. I don't think it is, Francois, to be honest, because one, you want to compare players like McKinnon versus McDavid, right? But when you have some people like them, like I said, one, they are overboard. I don't like it, honestly. Triple W said Hudson way better. Hudson is talented. Guy. Hudson is an unicorn. It's not advantage Hudson for me, for Gary. It's front player for Billy. See, it's all depends your own opinion and all your taste for the players. That's what I said. That's what I think. Um, if I'm a GM, I take both of them. If I'm a GM and I have only one choice, only one choice, it's very difficult because Sanderson is a complete player. Still does not play with a lot of physicality. Uh, Marco said around Hudson in needed power play is an obsession for two players. Coach loves friend player use and its front ways. Smart Guy Hudson can defend Gary. Um, can Hudson can defend? At some point, yes, but he cannot defend like Sanderson. And obviously, that's what he is weak. His size and one the time to be in front of the net, whatever you think is a good, he cannot push people around. So, but everybody is not perfect. So that's what Lane Hudson have to be better. But it is what it is. I was send something with, and the next couple of hours, I completely forgot him. For him, Hudson is more unique players, harder to find the two-way defender. But that's what my Sanderson point behind that, Marco. Where if Sanderson was more physical and push around more people, more players, that's why we take advantage Sanderson. But he cannot do this now. Exactly, Randy. Love Tom, Maurice, you cannot teach what Hudson can do. Sanderson is a little bit soft. Both need to improve on the giveaway. Exactly. How many players in NHL like Hudson is going to have more and more? Cole Hudson's coming. Kel McCarr. Quinn Hughes. It's easy to find a Sanderson que Hudson. Yeah, definitely for that. Here we go. The next one, guys. Butch, another Russian star prospect, Match Michkov, athlete, now goal scorer, is only found overseas to join the Flyers. Give it time for Guy. Here we go, guys. Do you think it's a must for the Montreal Canadiens to return in the playoff? Do you think the Montreal need to return in the playoff to consider that year, the upcoming one, a successful one? Or you have to wait more and you'll be happy whatever they don't make the playoff? Triple W Hudson way better and selling higher. Good point about that one. They are two completely different type of the player, Francois. I'm not sure about that. They are two people. I'm not sure about that, guys. I know I'm back with Sanderson now, but Sanderson moved the puck. Sanderson joined the rush. Sanderson passed the puck well. Sanderson carried on the puck. Very active on the offensive side. Same like Lane Hudson, skill. Now, if Hudson is better or skill-wise, yes, but they are the similar players, in my opinion. Guy, what is worrying him is the Montembeault. Frankie back in the house. But that one, Hudson was a menace too. Don't forget, he was on the ice for 17 empty net goal. Again, he was a plus player at the end of the day. I don't think it's a must, but the 5 versus 5 overall team play has to take a step at positive goal differential. Good point about that, Marco. On that one, I think for me, the Montreal what must. Honestly, yes.
Super Chat.
And we had the first goal of the night. PLW scored the goal of the night of the Hockey Nation Live show. Thanks so much.
Oh my God!
Field goal. PLW scored the first goal of the night on this great Sunday night. And we have to give that goal. Hold on. There we go. And that goal be assisted by François Pitre in the chat. And we're going to give that another assist to Billy is in the chat. The shot our pro accent. Next question, Gary Conway about that. A must, guys, for thanks again, PLW. A must for me because that will satisfy Montreal Canadiens. The rebuild is over. Secondly, that would motivate and have a better positive message around the Montreal Canadiens. Thirdly, the NHL without the Montreal Canadiens in the playoff, it's not good. And four, I think that will push the players to believe more, not only for the following year and years after that. I just see this as a really great outcome. The Montreal Canadiens made the playoff. That said, like Marco said in the chat, if they don't make it, we want improvement. We want development. We want better 5-on-5. We want to see different categories where they improve. But if they don't make it, what they are back, like what the problem they got during the winter during the season. Is it the second center? Is it their PK? Is it other aspect of the game? But for me, a must, maybe not the right words, but they should, and I want them to make the playoff. And I don't know what you think about that. Hey, they missed 3 points, but finished with more point, a better plus more. I have not issue with that. There you go. That's a good explanation about this, Marco. I don't see not a problem with that part, of course. Roger Bouchard is in the house. Welcome back, Roger. Thanks for it. We have a better defense. A budget is an upgrade to the Vo and Joel Armia. Yeah, we're going to talk about this during the week, guys, about the Montreal overview or the preview. But you're right about this, Francois. I do not think it's a must, but with a healthy lining, the Habs will make the playoff. This makes sense for Standerman. Welcome back. With the addition, yes, it's a must. Anthony says, I cannot judge. Yes for the second goal of the game, guys. Yes for the goal.
Oh my God!
Thank you, Mark. And the second goal of the game, by that number 26, Marc Elliott, assisted by Marco Larabie, and assisted by Guy, and the house tonight. Thanks so much for that one, Mark. Very kind of you to do that at the Hockey Nation Live Show. We don't need to thinking. Direct, go Habs, go. Francois, Montreal should make the playoff. At least Suzuki, Hudson, and Montebo get injured for a long time. Yeah, could make it. Understand that one over there. Thanks again. Be thankful. Habs are not in the West, Randy. Yeah, I heard that. Mark that with another top shell goal. Here we go. PMW, I like that one. Well said. I find out watching the boys get pulled out early. I'm okay with them and not making if you have an early exit. Again, you think about this, guys. Let me check my Bible. Montreal Canadiens and the first 32 game or 30 game, they have only 11 win last season. Marco talked during summer, all summer, about the fact like Montreal need to have a better main camp, a better exhibition game, and then have a better start. Those points you lose in October count at the end of the year. They was lucky, well, not lucky, but they was lucky to make the playoff last year because other thing happening. It's rare when you have a really negative standing after 30 game and you come back and make the playoff. But Montreal did 104 point pace the next 52 game after that. That's pretty impressive. And that's the reason they make it. That said, they cannot start this year the way they did last year, like he said. I think it was a Guy or Billy. Our locker room is solid. I expect a playoff team. They are same page. Yeah, you're right about that. Guy, we used to be on the same line. Coach must change the line up, Billy. Yeah, we make that one on this one. New series on Crave about our rebuild from where Crave is only 3.4 next 3 months. Thanks, PLW. And, of course, talking about that, you can see David Savard, what he did in the room. A couple of upgrades very quickly. Thanks, RJ, for the news he did early about Philip Eriksson. for the Montreal Canadiens prospect. Eriksson scored his second goal at the championship, whatever they call it, Champion du Monde, or I don't know the name of the series they play right now. Eriksson changed the team, and he's looking better at the beginning of the season. He did not have a really great year overall last year. He got demoted, finished on the lower side, but he started very well this year. I don't know his summer training was really great, but it was his second goal already during the week. Looked like faster a little bit or a better skater. I see maybe 2 periods of the 9 period he played this week. I got highlights after the game, but still glad to hear Philip Eriksson had already performed. And we're going to see him on the SHL this year. The KHL, KHL, no demi-dal. Thanks God. I don't have to wake up every night. But the KHL start this week, and we're going to hear that the next couple of days. Who's going to make it? Who's not going to make it? Everybody talk always about Zarovsky. So Zarovsky play as a winger, a center. He played the last game. I don't know if this is a good sign or a bad sign. In my opinion, he's going to make the team. But it's not guaranteed yet. So we have to wait. We're going to get that information. I'm going to sharing with you. But Zarovsky is number one. One is a bubble right now is Valenkin. Valenkin played 2 games, I believe, with 3 games preseason. But he did not play the last 2 games. Not looking good. For me right now is a bubble. And he played with a better team, by the way. But at the way of his stage of his career, he need to make the KHL. But it looked like it possible he start with the VHL. He did that last year. And he's right now with the organization of the Spartak. So we have to wait and to hear more about him. Yeah, another prospect Montreal you don't hear a lot is Zobolev. He's a defenseman, and possible he make the KHL. He have a lot of chance he make the KHL. He played most of the preseason game. That's a good indication. He played last year the VHL, but Zobolev is a player we're going to watch to hear more this week. Of course, Konishkov with the Torpedo is going to return in there. You have more minutes this year because Vionov got traded during the summer. Vionov is the veteran players. And he got a lot of minutes with Konishkov last season, so good for him for Konishkov. Another player you have to learn about that is it's Cannon. Cannon played in the MHL last season, should play in the VHL for upcoming season, and they are most of the kids, the Russian players prospect for the Montreal Canadiens. So we're going to wait a little bit more to see what they're going to play next season, but hopefully Valenkin is going to be part of the KHL. And for upcoming season is Zarovsky for that. Vincent Rohrer back in Montreal, but he's in Montreal right now. He looked like he's going to play at the rookie camp before he returning at the SHL. But at the same situation with Kapanen. What do you mean? But both of them have a contract in the SHL. Kapanen have 1 more year, I believe, the upcoming year. And both of them are on the final year contract. That said, they have a choice to stay in Montreal and then returning over there in their league. But that's the 2 players going to watch at the main camp for sure, at least at the rookie camp, at the main camp. Montreal play a showcase weekend again at Toronto. Marley's Toronto prospect. Montreal changed that kind of formula before they was play in Buffalo with 5 other organizations, Ottawa, Boston, Flyers, and but now they decide to play only a weekend against the Toronto Maple Leafs, back-to-back game. That's what we got on that one. GF back in the house, but I will just see what we got in the chat before I move on. Because we now need to go on the DAZN to watch hockey. Yeah, PLW. That would be another way to watch this. So I still have LDS, but first I need to buy a TV. But that's another one over there. Let's see what got in the chat a little bit early. Okay, guys, to be on the same line. New series grave. The NHL need to go back on the one conference playoff. Last 10 City Cup winner, 7 East, 3 West conference get overrated for that one. But Appler have a difficulty time with the hybrid system last season. At the beginning of the season, yes. For that one, DAZN Zawarski from what I heard, talented but extremely raw. He is a project definitely he is. The NHL kick off in 37 days and only 20 until preseason action start. RG Calabo. Actually, coach will have access to a greater quality image with DAZN and the Thailand for the NHL. Yeah, I think so too. For that, when the training camp start, coach, the training camp should be around September 19, if my memory is good. Triple W, but could be around. Philip Erickson, yeah, he is. Marquis, you guys have to jump. See you next one. Marco, thanks so much to be around again with Hockey Nation. Let's move on, guys, to the next one. Hugo, Jeff Gordon, no rush, second center. Wait for the opportunity. And that's coming, guys, on my subject tonight. So I'm going to go back on, because now we're going to hit the 1 hour. I'm going to go to the subject of the night, and then we're going to be back with that Hugo said about the second center. And the subject we said it would be tonight, guys, it was Carey Price. Price the end. Draft by the Montreal Canadiens in 2005. Have 15 years with the Montreal Canadiens. Lead the Montreal Canadiens goaltender with the most game played between the pipe and the most W inside of the Montreal Canadiens team. Great career with the Montreal Canadiens. But we talk about this in the month of August. Carey Price should be traded at some point. We don't know when, but now we're hitting September 1st. So why trade him? Do you see Sam Blais on the 4 line to add more grit, or you see him at Laval? Francois, great question about that. I was going to write something about Sammy Blais. I'm going to answer to you a little bit more after my prize subject. But right now, I will say yes, I keep him around the Montreal. But we'll see what happens about this. Finger crossed, Price get moved this week, hearing San Jose interested about that from GF. Why trade him? But first of all, guys, we have to be honest. Montreal Canadiens are over the salary cap of approximately $5 million. And that's the reason they want to trade Carey Price. With Carey Price, they can keep him and put him on the long-term injury reserve. That will be enough for them to be under cap. That'll be fine. The problem is, can use Jeff Gordon have no leverage after that. They are stuck from day one to the end. A little bit complicated. I don't want to complicate the salary cap, how it works about this, but you have 191 days during the year. When you are under cap with no long-term injury reserve, every day you make money. I know it's complicated, but it is what it is. When you hit at the trade deadline, you have 41 days remaining. If you have a players you want to get, but now you go with his salary for the last 41 days, but all the money you accumulate during the year apply with that situation. I understand it's more 3.0 salary cap. Capitology, I believe they call this. But still, it's for this one exercise, Montreal want to be under salary cap. That's simple. And that's the reason they want to trade Carey Price. Why they can trade Carey Price? Of course, is because also that give them leverage for to get more players. After Carey Price get his bonus signature tomorrow, his salary cap AAV apply for the team get him is only $2 million. Many teams can get Carey Price for some advantage for the Montreal Canadiens at some point too. Some team will have advantage to get Carey Price the same way like a Montreal for the salary cap, but under the direction. That's the reason Montreal Canadiens could trade Carey Price. There are three teams are maybe interested to get Carey Price, in my opinion. They are the San Jose Sharks, the Pittsburgh Penguins, and the Chicago Blackhawks. They have two other teams maybe you could look about this, the Columbus Blue Jacket and another team, Anaheim Ducks. I don't see them to running after both after Carey Price. The Sharks and the Hawks or the Pens are really the one could have Carey Price. That said, you have a cost for that one. And my original thinking, and I will give to you right now, it was this one. The cost could be a third round pick or a fourth round pick with Carey Price. And then I decided, I said, maybe not. That's too low. Don't be surprised. I'll be shocked if Montreal do that. But possible, and I believe it could happen, a first round pick or a second round pick. I'll be shocked Montreal trade the first round pick 2027 with Carey Price. I'll be shocked. That said, a second round pick, it make more sense for 2026. Montreal still have 10 pick upcoming year. Initial draft. They have, I believe, two second round pick on the yes. They have it's a 1, 2, 1, then 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So it's a first round pick, 2 second round pick, 1 third round pick, a 2 4 round pick. That's the reason I said a third of the fourth. But it's not good enough, I believe. So the cost come with Carey Price, it would be a second round pick, in my opinion. But he could push for the first round pick, where I still believe Jeff Gordon and Ken Hughes will say no to them. Hello, Harry. Peter, so I have to be a salary cap complement with a Carey Price on the lineup on the day one is impossible. So they have to trade Carey Price contract and also to get a second center. Michael Wellen. Hello, Coach Michael. Long time, my friend. Hopefully doing well. Pittsburgh are loaded with draft pick. They will want a prospect for taking Price. Learn about $12 million under cap. If Hughes does not offer something like Beck or what, with Price, Pittsburgh reject. Possible. Usually, if you look about all those contracts giveaway, they come with a pick most of the time. Maybe Montreal could give someone in return to get with Pittsburgh. Who knows? But that would be very interesting what could happen. A second and a third round pick will do for Price contract. There almost no money to pay. And so I will also pay the contract. What a record on a comeback Guy. For that one, Guy, I use a play and with the amplifier. Welcome, Harry. Thanks again. So that's happening, guys, for the salary cap of the Montreal Canadiens versus Carey Price. And that's the reason Montreal will trade Carey Price, in my opinion. Is it tomorrow, the next day, the next 3 days, or this week? We know. Many expert hockey talk about this. You're going to hear that for the next couple of days. But this is the end of era of the Montreal Canadiens. We've been there. In my opinion, Guy Lafleur, 1984, I believe, or 93. The departure, the Patrick Roy, the Sako Koivu, and now you have Carey Price. They all me the end of something very special. One I watched the Montreal Canadiens. You can tell me more about fun things, right? But when you talk about something, the end of an amazing, great player for the Montreal Canadiens, accomplished a lot, impact a lot of fans on many ways. They are, in my opinion, Guy Lafleur, Patrick Roy, the big trait, his performance, the Sako Koivu stories, and then now Carey Price. I don't think so. After Sako Koivu, all the way to 2025, I forgot someone where there was amazing. But this is the end of Carey Price for the Montreal Canadiens, I believe. GF D'Amico has reported San Jose looking to price a trade will give some flexibility if they trade a contract during the season. Gamer, Zach. Hi, do you remember me 4 years back? Gamer, yes. Not many people talk. Their name is Zach, by the way, so welcome in the house. Contract a trade for a second center. The deal is probably done. I need to pay Price bonus tomorrow, and then he's gone. Here we go. Because they're going to Price. Now, that said, like PLW talk about this, and we now go back on that statement I mentioned to you a little bit early. Let me take some water. Randy, N26. The departure of the Pesada, the bench will never be quite as warm. Hugo, no rush, second center, wait for the opportunity. And I want to bring you that to you guys because now PLW is very active right now. Thanks PLW for the super chat. Mike Elliott also for super chat. RG Calabo and Ron at the moderator. Thanks everybody to be with me on the great Sunday night. Don't forget that we are back tomorrow night, 8:30. Tuesday, we launch the new season, 6th season for the Hockey Nation. Wednesday, Marco and Frank back for the preview of the Montreal Canadiens with all the prediction. And then Thursday, Friday, next week, Cat and Rats, first appearance at the Hockey Nation. Now you hear someone. And then we have another one around the 15, 16, or the 19th September. September 15, 16, or the 19th. He's going to join me live for a special edition of the Prospect NHL Draft 2026, but with other things behind the scenes. So stay tuned for that one. Never been here before, by the way. So I can wait about that. Billy, Koivu was done 30. Rats Price 5.5. Richard tomorrow. Price has bonus of $8 million to be paid tomorrow, and then only $2 million left on his contract. Is an easy contract to move. The departure of Pesada, the bench will be one, like he said. That one, thanks, run after that. Bonne nuit, mon Harry. I expect tomorrow on the Tuesday for Price contract trade and also an addition to add roster. There will be movement and then NHL tomorrow. Good night, Harry. And see, I disagree with PLW about that. I think the Montreal Canadiens are going to be patient. I'll be shocked if Montreal make a trade for a second center. But every year, late in the summer, Canadiens make every year in August a big trade. When I said I'll be surprised because I don't see the market there yet, the cost will be big. And I'm not sure if it's really the right time when next year you have a ton of UFA players on the market. Usually, when you have a final year contract, the team give you an extension. Most like you are a great player, they give you extension. They want the players to stay around. Take a note. Next year, the new CBA affect September 2026. They will have a lot of movement. PLW at another
Super Chat.
goal of the night. BLW scored his third goal of the night, second goal of the game.
Oh my God!
Thank you. And second goal of the game for PLW. We're going to give that assist for Mr. Butch. Bouchard got that one. And then if I see one here, I'm going to give that one. Mr. Triple W get that one on this assist for this one. On this great critical dinner price 31. I know it's better than pray. Let's see what we got here. I expect tomorrow for PLW. Harry, good night. Bye-bye, Harry. Roger. Good night, buddy. Roger. And Larry Lavalley, welcome back. I'm sorry, but you guys are always on my thought. Larry Lavalley, welcome back in the house. Cannot Price just go on the... Yes, he can, Billy, but very difficult for the average this. Price actually money left at 7.5 bonus tomorrow, leaving $2 million left. You're right about this one, GF. Thank you again. C'est la journée du chèque, PLW. Yes, it is, maybe. I wish I had a check too by mail. Maggie Gaming. I'm a Leaf fan and want to say keep up the work. Price is my friend. No work, no leave. Coley and my dad is our fans. Oh, thanks so much to stop by. Really respectful the way you said that. And thirdly, we welcome you at the Hockey Nation and the Ab Nation. You're welcome to come here at any time. Whatever you are, a Leave or you are any other team, we always welcome all of those fans with us. And the key is to be respectful in talking about hockey. That's one thing we have in common. Whatever you love the Leave, I love the Montreal, we love hockey. And that proves inside your house, you have the same thing. Your dad loved the Montreal and you love the Leave. So glad to see that. Mr. A2 knocked the door. Welcome back, Mr. A2. Confirming price contract on Mose. So that's it, guys, about the second center. I think Montreal is going to wait for the opportunity for the Montreal. They were looking to get the right players. And more you study, more you go around, you find who they are. Montreal Canadiens are two types the player are looking for. As a player between 20 to 24, they believe that player have another level in their career. They already prove it in 1 year minimum, and they believe on that players. And that player they fill up all they have. The second player they're looking for is the second category. That player usually is looking for his third contract in NHL. Following by is established in NHL. He proved it in NHL. Is under 29 years old. At 25, 26, 27. Player, this is what the Montreal are looking for. After 29 and 30, I'll be shocked. At least is a player with a minimum of 3 years and less year contract on his deal. That's the only thing. That player is more like a left shooter, and that player have a great ratio of face-off. They are the criteria of what the Montreal are looking for. That's what I believe. Now, tomorrow they can get a 33 years old, and you're going to tell me, Coach, you was completely wrong. I would say I was wrong completely. That's my perception about that for the Montreal Canadiens. It's happening this week. I doubt. But it could happen. But the price, not Carey Price, the price to pay will be insane, in my opinion. Because you have Montreal, Carolina, other team in NHL, Nashville, are looking for center. You don't have a lot of players on the market as a second center. We heard all summer the McDavid, and I still believe he's not going to be traded. We heard Kraken have a lot of center in the organization. Then he move McCann, Benny's. I don't know. Some people talk about Kedri. Some we talk about Crosby. I just don't feel Montreal are ready yet to do that. But we have to wait. What could happen for that? So we have to see what's happening. Let's send the chat what we got here. And we're going to move on for that. It's all a welcome. Even Lee fan for it. No, Lee was Sanming. Yeah. Borges Sanming was an amazing, great player. If that's not ready, I think New Hook will play single centers. Your free market is pretty good next year if Hughes cannot make a move this year. Great point about this, HU. This is maybe a great year next season. To you, Father. Thanks for dropping. I see you, Gary. You're welcome at Mr. Gaming, by the way. We just love hockey. Hockey fans, welcome. Here we go. Great guys. It's better to wait if Doc cannot, maybe Bodzuk or New Hook could play second center. I'm afraid on New Hook for some reason. A better season. We'll see. Thanks for the likes. Kadri, yes, the rumor was there, Francois. The announced said they were looking for. The rumor was there for that. Anyway, being a Leaf fan, it would be amazing to see Price play behind the Habs team. Yeah, for sure. So this is happening, guys, for the Montreal Canadiens. Another player I want to talk about is Zachary Bolduc. All the focus for the upcoming season, it will be on two players. Evan Demidov and Noah Dobson. First, because the big trade for 2 first-round pick, sign a big deal contract, 8 years on 9.5. It would be really, really on the view of the fans. And then the Evan Demidov Calder Trophy race. Expectation. And that would complete, Super guys, the hat trick of the game tonight. PLW scored a hat trick. I think this is the first time in the last month we got a first hat trick. Thank you.
Oh my God!
Thank you, PLW. PLW scored the third goal of the game, guys, on this great Sunday night. We love it on that one. And hype on this one. As I said, I've only checked PLW about that. On this one, I'm going to give an assist on this one. I'm going to go with tonight on the assist on PLW scored another goal, guys. Back to
Super
back.
chat.
This one was on the back end, so by the way, by PLW.
Oh my God!
PLW, Kaku Crab. On that one, give an assist because it's like I feel like I'm Claude Mouton. I'm behind of the assist. The third goal of the PLW, I give an assist, guys. Mr. Gaming, new people in the chat. Magic Gaming get an assist on that one. Thanks so much for the participation there. And Larry Lavalley get an assist on the third goal of the PLW. And then we're going to get another 4 goal. The last one did 4 goal. We have to go with Rand Pullen, honestly. Ronwood King get an assist on that one. And we're going to give another assist, of course. Mr. A2 get a second assist on the goal number 4 of the PLW. Thanks so much, guys. Really kind of you to do that at the Hockey Nation. By the way, guys, a lot of people here in the chat, and we love to talk about hockey. That said, if you have one buddy and said, if I go to La Casual Spa, or I want to sit talking about sport, PLW need to be the number one, guys. PLW have to be your number one to talk about sport. Yeah, many of us, we follow sport. But like PLW, and everything happening the last 30, 40 days, 40 years, PLW is the man of this sport, guys. Coach going to able to buy a new chicken cup coupe. Yeah. We're still happening about this. Can you been hard work on the Montreal rebuild, Billy? Hopefully it will pay off near for sure. Getting rid of some get gaff left over PLW. Jan Police, here we go. Long time we don't hear that name for that one. So let's go back to Bolduc, guys. It's very interesting when you read about Zachary Bolduc. I think he had 2 seasons at the QM with 50 goals. He was a center. Really great, talented players. 6 foot, 187 pounds, I believe. And he went to American Hockey League. It took time for him to adjust with American Hockey League. Change the position, move to center and winger. I think he had 35 points, I believe, with the American Hockey League. And then he joined the St. Louis Blues last year. It was up and down on the lineup. The coach tried to find a spot for him until Jim Montgomery showed up. And Jim Montgomery sit with him and explained to him to find an intensity in NHL. That conversation at that meeting changed completely Bolduc. He finished, I believe, with 108 hits last season. He understands you don't have to be, when you hit someone, to try to destroy the guy on the glass. But how, when you do that, the details after that, puck retriever, pick up the puck, gave an opportunity for the F2 to join the play. And I can go all the way like that. Eliminate the guy on the play. Bolduc find that way. And every time Bolduc gave 2 games with no hits or he did not play that style, Jim Montgomery sit him out of the lineup. Bench him. He understood what he need to be to stay in NHL. And he finished strong. He finished with 19 goals last season, 7 of them on power play. He led the St. Louis Blues on the power play with Kiru. He's excited to play with Montreal. But the reason I want to get to bring to you guys is he found what he need to do to be good for himself, to be good for the team, and to stay in the NHL. Consistency using his body to play with some kind of the forechecking. Montreal Canadiens, when you look about the number they hit last season, Sakaski lead number one at 196, I believe, following by Josh Anderson. I think Montreal have last season, guys, 6 players with 100 hit. Let me check that, guys, here. Sakaski 194, Jekai 180, Anderson 176, and then you have Edelman at 173. They are the 4 players with over 170. After that, you drop at 124, Jake Evan, Strabel, and then Caden Coley and could be Doc. Doc have 100 hit. Bolduc can play a specific role, in my opinion, like Eamon, but better hockey player. Eamon, in my opinion, is a 4-line for me. But Bolduc can be the key of the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming season. You know, the key to turn the car on and then to go forward, or to have a car and he is the guy can increasing the speed of the car faster. That's what, for me, Bolduc is for the Montreal Canadiens. New Hook in the past was, expect maybe the player to fill some hole for the Montreal Canadiens. But I think Bolduc is the one. He can be a center. He can be on unit number 1 power play. Have an amazing, great, underrated shot, in my opinion. Great wrist shot, great one-timer shot. Strong shot, power shot, good skater, can hit. This is a player we don't have for many years around the Montreal Canadiens. Talented, skilled, it could be that kind of physicality I'm talking about. This is the reason for me. Bolduc is the key of everything. We know what Caulfield, we know Sakaski, we know Zuski, we know Demidov now, we know Liney, Gallagher Anderson, but Bolduc, where he can be a second line player and he can be on the third line players, and he can play on the special team, power play, and unit PK. This is a type of player Martin Saint-Louis is going to love for this year. Don't be surprised. It could be one player who said, wow, Montreal make a great trade for him. We'll see. The time will tell us, guys. But I think this is what I feel for him. If ever I could make money out of my sport knowledge, it would be of a reward. Obviously, is not PLW. Sometimes I'm watching people now. I just realized that for the last 7, 8, 9 years, or more like the last 3 seasons. I think the last 3 years I become really hockey rats information. Obviously, I don't have no contact. Obviously, I'm not involved with, go left and right. My credibility is zero in the hockey world. But if I have to restart everything, that went one direction I will hit for sure PLW to be active in the radio or on the newspaper or something like that. But c'est what, la bougie d'allumage canadien, et voilà. Très bien dit, mon W. La bougie d'allumage. Austin Allen, double A. Hey, Billy, and things are good here too. Just chaos with all the kids. Hope everyone is well. It's been a while. I see Danny T, and not sure what's going on with In Our Tap. Austin, we miss you, first of all. Mr. In Our Tap is still with us. By the way, guys, we can pray a thought about Mr. In Our Tap. He have some challenge family with the dad and the mom, Austin. They are ill, and we wish the best for them. For Danny T, he popped up last week, the big T, the big Danny, and he come back sometime, but we wish the best, of course. But it could be our Palat. I like that one, Francis. Billy, Kosher, do you think New Hook goes to the third center, Budzik on second? It could happen. Maybe not at the beginning. I think they would give another chance for New Hook, but it could happen to see that. I think New Hook, the chair for New Hook is a winger on the third line. This is a New Hook could take advantage how Budzik changed his philosophy to be and to stay in NHL. New Hook have to find his intensity, whatever it is. For me, as a winger, but it could become another Ross Colton, in my opinion. Maybe not the best description to say that, but New Hook need to find really who he want to be in NHL. That's how we tell. Budzik would be a great Swiss knife. Here we go. That's a great point to say that. Hope is good, really. The guy, I wonder how much our Lenny will do. First thing, Austin, great to be with us. By the way, thanks for all the likes. Lenny mentally is ready, motivated. He finally believe the passion is back about hockey. The love about hockey is back. It's a new Lenny. How long it will be that way, I don't know. But Lenny is going to be, at the beginning of the season, guys, motivated to produce for the Montreal Canadiens. Gary, Budzik is a missing Christian for the second line with Lenny and Demidov. If ever I can do back and the same, I will buy the Expose. I have money, what I do. Yeah, you honestly, guys, PLW has been a baseball fan. He played the sport as a pitcher, and he have a great, young career, PLW. And but I think I would do a hockey team. Our coach, I really hope everything work out. They are great people. You're absolutely right about this, Austin. The clock is right twice a day. Colton is a long, more physical. Can you? Yeah, Mark, I understood that. I think York is faster. But my point behind that, Mark, is Colton does not have a lot of, did not score a lot of season with 20 goals. I could be wrong here. Look, not New York, but Colton scored 22 goals at 25. 16, 17, 16. 32 to 29. In terms of positivities, they are equal, both of them. Yes, Colton got 39 and 40. I understand that. Unfortunately for Colton, you have 1 year, guys, 51.6 face-off. When he's regular as a wing, as a center, he's 52.2 and 51.6. He's really a good face-off at Colton, by the way. Carrying a contract at $4 million, 6 foot, same size, 5'11" New York, 194. That's its fun between both of them. But again, every time Colton is on the ice, guy, the core C of the team is at 53.6. So you have some kind of impact around the team, Colton, for that. Buy majority ownership of the Expos with someone else money for 5 or 10 million, have a stadium build and resell them for $1 billion at 2017. Here we go. Do you have the right things to do? New York is more like a Ross Colton, not Ross Colton. I think Colton was so much. I think Colton, Mike, was so much better. About of them. Québécois did not have the vision to keep the Montreal. What a mistake. Run with Kings. I pass. I'm looking for the prospect. And last one, Kings guy, Liam Grandry, have a great year last season. This is a player I'm going to follow up around. You should follow up Grandry for the upcoming. TH, welcome back in the house, TH. TH, tomorrow night, I'm doing the Islanders overview and the preview of the upcoming season. Tomorrow night, TH come at the beginning of the show, approximately 8:45. If New York can ever get close to how Bayron play, I will be happy. New York is mix of Ross Cotnall and Thomas and speed. Thomas can say region old shot accuracy. I don't know if this is a good news or bad news. 50 goals for 50 likes. We miss a couple to reach, guys. 50, 40 likes. It's rare. We did not get 50 likes for a long time, by the way. I still have more news for the Montreal Canadiens. I'm going to hold this for tomorrow. If something happens, I will mention to you guys a bit later. Let's go back here. We talk about Carey Price, honestly. And usually we ask a question. But tonight, I think PLW will be very interesting. I'm going to put a graphic on the show, and everything happening to her head, give it to me on the head, on the chat. Not put me only one name. You can put like back-to-back name. You don't have to put all together, because this apply for all the sport, not only hockey. But every time you see the number 8, the first player you think of when you see the number 8, who are you thinking? So put this guy who's going to do this for 2-3 minutes. Give me any players and any sport when you think about number 8. Who is your players? For me, right now, in my head, came to Ovechkin and Gary Carter. They came on my head right away. Notre Dame is probably always the same thing. Nice uniform, good looking on the field, but cannot win good opposition. Ovi, Austin, Ricky, Triple W, Riceborough, Mark, Carter, A2, Ovi, Yugi Berra. There we go. I love it. I like those kind of exercise, guys, because you remind me memories. Yeah, Carter, Francois, Cam Neely. Look, look, why? Why Cam Neely? Look, why the Boston Bruins? Are you kidding me? Doug Rice, bro. Yeah, I came on my head too, but Ovi, Guy, Gary Carter, PW. Rice, bro, Dottie, Selani, and Ovechkin run. Or David Miley. Other sport, number 8. Football, nothing come on my head right now. Basketball, my first selection was always been Kobe Bryant, but I'm not sure if Kobe Bryant were number 8. That was my first selection when I think about number 8. But I cannot recall it. Like, I'm really blank about basketball and football. Quick in my head. If I do some search, I will. But not after that. Dick Duff. Will Demidov keep 93? Yes, Roger. Lindros, after the hit by 7, only one left mark. That's a good one. That's maybe the good one of the night. Mark? Mark can get the first star. The best power forward coach. All right, look, that just surprised me. You go with Boston Bruins for that. Dottie, all of the yes, it's a funny one. Nick Kozalikis, he wear number 8 in my Garage Hockey League. I hate you. Dinac Gabi wear number 8 at one point. Play-by-play with Foster, Huet, Butch. I heard they really got the fans going back. And the day's coach. Should every team retire the number 8? No. Troy Aikman. Here we go. Gary, without thinking of Doug Riseborough that played for Montreal. Yes, Doug Riseborough. I still remember that. Diego Maradona. Maradona. Mondu, I have number 6. Yes, Guy. It's good. I don't want to pass the knife on that, but it's good to think about this. I'm going to make those stuff like that because, Doug Riseborough came on my, came on my head, but it's fun. But again, I'm stuck with, Troy Aikman, and then Maradona. I soccer. So I don't know baseball, basketball. Let me check. Now I'm getting curious about that. Kobe Bryant were number 8. I was right, guys. He were number 8, and then number 24. At the high school, he won number 33. And at the honey pick, he won number 10. Kobe Bryant. Interesting. Cal Ripken. Number 8, you're right. Price. As Yogi Berra. Dick Duff. Mac Dartif. That's a good one, Francois. Dale Earhart. Run with Kings. Kevin. Johnny Power. Number 8. Johnny Bauer. Really, Kevin? Welcome in the house, Kevin. Bill Russell, Celtic legend. Montu. So anyhow, good to see that, guys. About this. That was fun. I love it. I love it. I think we have to go with the clash tonight. Archie Manning, Dale Earhart was number 3. Mark Elliott. Karl Yamstrowski. Ross Savard, Mark Darcy were number 11. I think Dardif with the Quebec Nordic. It was with a, here we go. I was right. With the Montreal Canadiens, Tardif have number 11 for one season. And then he switched to number 11. And then after that, I think it was Yvon Lambert. But when he went to Quebec Nordic, it was wearing number 8. On that one. Yes, Randy. Number 8, love those questions, Coach. Yes, Billy, I like that too, the people. And welcome, Ross Savard. I think it's the first time here in the Hockey Nation. Don't forget, everybody, to click on the likes if you don't mind. That'd be great. 517 game for Mike Dartif. His highest point in NHL is 53. 31 goals and 25 goals for Dardif. And decide at 24 years old to leave the Montreal to play in the WHA. And he returned, but he played with the Quebec. And interesting, guys, he played after that in NHL. He has 39 goals with Quebec at 30 years old. He retired at 33 years old. Terrific career for him. Marc Tardif lead the WHA guys, 71 gold and 65 gold, 148 and 154 at the WHA on that one. Guy Lambert. But thanks for all the like we got so far. Mark Ricky. Al Hart Junior dropped number 8, but her dad, I think, was number 3. Coach, would you want to see the Nordic come back? And absolutely. Yes, I did. TH. Danev number 8. Saskatchewan just beat Winnipeg in the Labor Day Classic, 34-30. Here we go. GF. What number was Odin? Number 24, Billy. Larry, now you know my age. And the 20, I think, Billy. Carey Connery at 24. Which one, Guy, Pierre Bouchard, or Butch Bouchard, or both? Pierre Bouchard, number 26. And I think Butch Bouchard, I'm almost stuck with number 5. I could be wrong. On that Mark Tassif is number 6. Randy? No. Dumb question, but why did Ken Dryden retire at so much relatively young age? TH. That's a good one. I think he was love hockey. He was attracted to switch the career in live. TH. I think I believe it's happening. Athlete circuit number 8. Good evening, Dan Asham. Long time to see you, my friend with Galette. Don't forget everybody to click on the likes. Here we go, guys, the clash. The clash, we're going to finalize, guys, tonight. The last clash about true or false. And I have all those. I don't know if you can see it. Your answer right here. We did four of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's number 5. Session, we do true or false. I'm going to make a sheet after that, an Excel. I'm going to share it with you. That said, if you miss it, it's not a big deal. You only have 5 answers. If you did only 1 time, it's okay. We're going to keep to you anyway. If you have 2 times, it's okay too. It's not like a contest. It's just to see if the prediction you was right or wrong. And October 1st, I'm going to give you guys 15 questions. It's going to be on the Google. That question will be very interesting for the upcoming season prediction. And it's a different formula, but I think you're going to enjoy it. Anyhow, M&M is in the house that want to pursue other things. Ron, he felt rich about that one. Steven Madison, by the way. Here we go, guys. Number 1. Canada team, 5 of them are in the playoff this season. How many teams you believe in Canadian team, are going to make the playoff this season? 5 of them. Yes or no? That's the first question of the night. Love the segment, the H. Valérie Buré. Jonathan was smart, but not like tied to me. Valerie, number 20. Kendra was an extra to happen to play hockey. Good point about that. I like that way, PW. Good description to call him. Coach, I said yes. Not allowed. Not, hold on. We'll start the winner, and then they get the. No problem. Stan. Yes, Wendy, the order pourrait. Miss the start like this. François, they get the job. Jojo Savoir Cup. Ron said no. Billy, no. Greatest spot book ever. Ken Dryden, the game. Randy, no. Guy, no. Wow. François Pitre. Randy, I'm the only one say yes. That's crazy. A2, finally. A2, we are great together. I love it. Sandman. Antoine can probably become a lawyer. Yeah, right. Non-coach Luc said yes. WW. TH, yes. Luc, Luc Lafortune, yes. Gary Cournoyer. Mark Elliott, leave Habs Senator Jets. Here we go, Mark Elliott. Stay with me, guys. We're going to get there. Luc Fortin, welcome back. Don't forget, everybody, to click on the likes. If you don't mind, that'd be great. Senator or Canucks. PLW, yes. I got that one. PLW. A lot of people tonight in the chat. Here we go, guys. My next one. Canada will win their first Stanley Cup this year. A Canadian team, by the way. Since 1995-93. Do you think it'll happen this year? Will win first Stanley Cup 1993. Me, I said no on that one. Butch said no. I got you, Butch. Aaron said no. Luc Lafortune, no. Randy, no. A2, 100%. Oh, I thought you said 100% yes, A2. When I said 100%, I thought you was right. François Pitt, no. Gary Conway, no. Gary, no. François Pitt, no. Billy, no. Standerman, no. Luc Fortin, no. Wow. Gary, two men, Bakeliet, Robert, Abs, no. Triple, Guy, no. Larry, no. Triple W, no. TH, no. Larry, no. PLW, no. Guy, no. Bush, no. Here we go. We got everybody, guys. Question number 3. The Pittsburgh Penguins do not finish at the bottom of the Metropolitan. Pittsburgh Penguins. Not. Bottom. Metropolitan. Yes or no? Mark one, another one. Forgot what James can. Thanks again for everybody. Don't forget, please, to click on the like. Pittsburgh do not finish bottom. I was said, yes. They won't finish at the bottom. They not finish at the bottom. Ron, yes. Billy, yes. Ron, yes. Billy, yes. Gary, no. Luke, yes. Francois Pitt, yes. So we all agree now they're not going to finish at the bottom. Fans will sing below the bottom. Mark, yeah. Mark is funny. So Mark is no. Guy, go with a yes. Um, Early, Guy, you said no. So Guy, tell me yes or no. Austin, yes. Gary, not at all. Billy, double negative for Billy. I can relax Francois. Pens are half dead, but they are not dead yet. Yes, for Luc Laportine. No, Mike. Top my brain said absolutely. My heart said not at all. I guess I go absolutely for TH. Gary Guy, yes. Frank, Guy, yes. Francois Pence won't make it a playoff, but they will manage to avoid the Rocket. No, A2. They are too old. Les Penguins sont finis, PLW. So, PLW go with do not finish, so it will be no for PLW. I miss Triple W, Sandeman, Randy, and Larry Lavalley. TH with the Islanders finish at the bottom. I think the reason I said yes for me, they not finish at the bottom because I believe it will be the Flyers. There we go. Look up also respond to me. So I'm wait guy for Triple W, Sandeman, and Randy to give me an answer. Butch, Bouchard, and Larry Lavalley. Nope, I close. Here we go. On that one, Roger Morris, 61. I think we talk about the home run. Give you about 10 more seconds, guys, if you don't mind. Francois Pitt, Guy, Sandeman, Pittsburgh, absolutely. Here we go. Sandeman, give my answer on that one. So Randy, Butch, and Larry Lavalley have an answer. Give it to me. If not, I will move on anyway. The next one. Here we go, guys. Kucherov will have more points que McKinnon. Luc Lafortune said not allowed. Here we go. Randy, yes, Islanders bottom. I said, I apologize, Randy. The boss would be the actually this season. I would Barry Bepper. Stand the man, I got that one. It was just Butch and Larry Lavalley. Larry, no, thanks so much. Larry Lavalley, talk about the Pittsburgh Penguins. Thanks so much, Larry. Kucherov now. No, Luc Laportine. Luc Fortin, apologize. Luc Lafortine, not allowed. I will put you a note there. Gary Coney, not allowed. Gary is right here. Ron, absolutely. Austin, no, not allowed for Billy. Austin, no. Yes, coach from Stan Randy, apologize. No, Larry Lavalley, also for that one. Yes for A2. I go with A2, me too. I know, look. François, no. Me, I go yes, guys, with Kucherov. Um, I miss Guy, no for me. There we go. Guy, no. I miss Sanderman, Triple W, TH, Mark Elliott, PLW, and Butch again, and Mike. Not for me, coach. So if you have to tell me Kucherov, guys, or more point que McKinnon, we'll give 10 more seconds, guys, for Sanderman. No, for Mark Elliott. There we go. I would guess a no for Nancer for Butch. PLW, TH, Triple W, Standerman. Triple no. PLW, Mark, do you no? 61 was security by Billy Creston. TH, not sure if we said that, what I said, but I said absolutely. I didn't say apologize. Sometimes it fly yes for Kucherov for PLW. And Standerman, if you have a chance. The last one, guys. Werenski does 82 points et plus next season. $82 points est called as a good. Sanderman, no. Got you. We fill up everybody. Mike said yes. You're right about this, TH. No way, Billy. Not allowed run. A2, no. A2, no. Standerman, Waweski, not allowed. François Pitt, yes. Got played, but they get injured. Mike not allowed, need more adaptation. L no. Randy go with yes. No, Luke Fortune not allowed. No, M&M. Triple W, no. No for Mike, no PLW. François, if you can stay in shape, no chance, Mike. If you don't mind, Mike, if you don't mind, in Austin, and you have to give me your answer for Canada. 5 team made the playoff. A Canadian will win a Stanley Cup. A Canadian team will win the Stanley Cup this year. No, Larry, no chance for Mark about that one. Butch got a yes. Butch. So Butch, you have no, 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 no. And the last one is a yes. Have a good night, everyone. Look, Austin, you're absolutely about this. It will be the end of this one tonight, by the way. That's what we got tonight on the special edition of the Sunday night. Salut like Austin have winning is this year. Here we go. For Austin. I appreciate that. What a great night. What a great start to start the week for me. What a great night to finish the month of August, guys. Already August. It's over. P.S. I'm owning it this year, Austin. TH, I have a feeling my overall prediction for the clash will be awful. Don't worry about that. TH will be fine. That's concluded another show tonight. Hopefully you enjoy it. Don't forget, please click on the like. We're missing 2 or 3 likes to get 50. We did not get 50 all summer for a long time. We feel we get the vibes and the energy. Hockey is back. We'll be back on the Labor Day, guys, tomorrow night at 2 hours for the Montreal Canadiens. More subject. Tuesday night, we launch the 6th anniversary of the season Hockey Nation. Wednesday night, prediction, overview of the Montreal Canadiens as a team and individual players. Then Thursday, Friday by myself. Next week, we have Cat and Rats in the show. TH, don't forget, we have a special guest, guys, the 16, 15, 16, or 19. It's not confirmed yet. This is TH, and everybody want to know more about prospect, already draft, or for different players already in NHL, and for the NHL draft 2026, 2027. He's the man. He is well known in prospect, but he is not like Scott Wheeler or Corey Perlman. He's not on that level on the Atlantic. But for what he do, he's on different podcasts. He run his own show. He's interview many prospects. And that's he accept to come here. So I'm trying to bring more people here. I try to get more subscribers. And I try to keep that channel live. And the reason it's happening right now because Mark Elliott, super chat tonight. 3 goals, 4 goals of PLW tonight. Thanks again for that. Moderator, Mr. One Kings, thank you. And of course, RG Calabo, the news update. And the really reason we're doing well is because all of you have a great performance tonight because you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. We are back in the jungle after the show. Another long day to walk outside with different things on my jungle. Have an amazing, great night, everybody. Have an amazing, great start of September. Enjoy your Labor Day. And of course, I can wait to see you tomorrow night at 8:30. Be wild, be L. Find a way not only to dominate your day, but find a way to dominate the first half of what? Someone was said 2025. Until then, my friend, the Hockey Nation, the Ad Nation, and all the animals and the My Jungle and Thailand. Want to tell you one more thing, sir. We love you, friends. Good night, everybody. I can wait to see you tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern Time. And Luc Laporson, Cash Fan, is in the house. Thanks so much. TH, and we hit the 50 likes. And one more thing, guys. Booyah! Good night, everybody.